Welcome in the Pastime Picks Podcast, everyone. I am Keith, Vintage Sport Flips.
And I'm Andy, the King of Pennants.
So, guys, we're back to a non-sport topic this week. We talked about this one last week, what we'd be doing today, but we're going to do, and we actually modified it a little bit from the thumbnail.
Yeah.
But we're going to draft the best or our favorite dumb movie characters.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. That's
a
good way to put it.
Because we were going to do movie and TV characters, but there's a lot of choices. We figured let's save TV for a follow-up round 2.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, we were just talking about it. I was looking at it, and I ended up having like 20 people on the list. I think I originally had more TV ones, but I picked up a few more movies. But yeah, it's so I was surprised, like doing a little research. I couldn't believe how many dumb characters there are. So
yeah, for sure. Yeah, a lot of choices. And the other thing too, and first, welcome in, Mark. How's it going, man? Oh yeah, Black Sheep. Yeah, you made it right from the get-go. Appreciate that. And we got BD in the house. What's up, BD? Hey, yeah.
hey, yeah.
Well, that's what you wrote.
No, it's just weird the way you said it.
Yeah, the other thing we decided too, some of the stupid go together like in pairs, right? It's sort of like me and Andy.
Peas and carrots.
Yeah. Yeah. So what we decided, instead of like, we're not going to each draft one, the pea and the carrot, we're going to, if you choose a pea, the carrot's off the board.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So that's the way we decided that. So, because otherwise it might make a little bit of a lame draft. Because some of those guys, there's a lot of those people are pretty equal in their stupidity.
Yeah, they just kind of cancel each other out, I feel like, on a lot of those. So yeah, I think that was a good decision we made. I feel like it should be like not the movie, but like the character in the movie, right? It's not. I mean, I guess you could pick multiple characters from a movie, but
yeah, it definitely could be multiple characters. But yeah, it's got to be a character, not a movie by itself. A character.
Yeah, but you really, I mean, I'm guessing we probably won't pick from the same movie though. But anyway.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I have no idea.
Yeah.
But by the way, let's circle back, Andy, to last week.
What about? Can we circle back to the week before first?
We will.
Okay.
Well, first, let me share this. Is that shared?
Not yet, but it's on.
I think it is. It's on. So 2 weeks ago, in a debatable upset, Andy won the
debatable.
He won the Star Wars draft.
By almost 80%.
Yeah, but I don't know what happened there. It seemed like
you don't know what happened there. I can tell you.
So yeah, we didn't discuss that last week. We had a guest on, so I got sidetracked and forgot to say I lost.
That's convenient.
It was an accident.
Sure.
So that's happened last week, or 2 weeks ago. But then last week, a rousing victory for Vintage Sport Flips, 58 to 27 to 15.
I had a victory in my own heart though of stealing Buddy Ryan from you and B. Dawkins, so I felt okay about it.
Yeah, it was really. I mean, I wouldn't have a problem drafting Buddy Ryan first on my board, but it was preposterous for you to draft him first on your board. Made a mockery of the draft.
I don't know about that, but
I'm adding the scores to the. Hold on one second. Okay.
So this week though, I am all business, baby. I am going to town. I'm going to take you out. It's going to be. I've done my research. I haven't come up with something for the
acronym. No acronym.
Nope, but I've done my research. I know who I'm going.
I'm coming in unprepared. Other than I have a list. It's not ranked. That's when I work the best. I work the best when I'm off script,
free flowing.
Yeah. And by the way, here's the all-time record for us. I am 19-16-4. You are 16-19-4. Yeah. So pretty big lead. Pretty big lead for Vintage Sport Flips.
It can go downhill quick. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Especially if you start, especially in this one where you start going off on a weird tangent. I know we were going for TV. Don't worry.
I don't even know yet. So, well, let's get this to stage. Let's figure out who's going first here on the draft board.
So what is your preference? You have a preference in this one? I always ask you this.
I don't at all.
You don't care.
I don't really. How about you? Do you have a preference?
I think second may be a good way to go.
Second?
Yeah, because I think there's for me there's like two or three that I really like. I'm not worried if I don't get. I mean, 1 and 2 I think for me are interchangeable.
Yeah, I'm okay with either way. I'm okay 1 or 2. All right, let's get it spinning here. Is it spinning on the board? Yeah, it's spinning.
Oh, there you go.
There we go. I hate the Cowboys. Me there. I like it. That's my favorite me on the board.
Do you have are you like eating? Are you like? Do you have like some candy in your mouth or something?
No, just an angry pucker.
Okay, you're angry. That's what you've been called before, as an angry pucker too.
I don't think I have. That was actually at the Eagles game. I was just opposed. I was walking to the game from the diner we eat at pregame.
I see.
So you got to wear that hat to Eagles Cowboys home games.
All right, what do you got coming out of the box art?
All right. I'm going to start out. I think you only could go a number 1 pick here. It has to be one of these 2 guys. Okay. And I don't know if this was our top all-time comedy movie that we drafted. I forget. I have to circle back when we had Dan and Demand on the draft and see what we picked, where we picked this movie. I'm going to go Harry Dunn from Dumb and Dumber.
Okay.
Dumb and Dumber.
Harry being what's
Jeff Daniels.
No, Harry's not. Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, really, they're interchangeable. I feel like, they're both pretty equally stupid. But I think Lloyd sort of is the plan maker. I mean, the whole going to Aspen, the return of the briefcase. At least he was making plans, even though it was an ill-conceived plan. And
okay, all right.
So maybe you could say that would make him dumber. But I feel like the other guy's just going along for the ride, like a bit of a yokel.
A yokel. It's an interesting take. It's hard to really. You can get started. Okay, good.
What's up, Shane? Welcome in, man.
It's a good pick. I mean, obviously, it's a chalk pick, of course. But no, I'm just kidding. I mean, these are all going to be probably like that. But no, that's good. Either one, I think for me they're interchangeable. I think they both have their moments. I mean, obviously, some of the greatest lines probably come from Jeff Daniels out of that. I mean, just when I think you couldn't get any more stupid, you go and completely redeem yourself. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Oh, he's not even.
That's a good.
He's numbers. Yeah, though he definitely has better lines, and plus, even like the scene where Lloyd sneak. I guess Lloyd's smart enough though to sneak X-Lax or into his. Was it X-Lax? Or no, it was like the opposite of it. Well, yeah, it was X-Lax into his whatever he put it in, and Lloyd was dating the girl and was in the bed, or Harry was dating the girl in the bathroom.
No, Lloyd was the one who was on the bathroom. What are you talking about?
No, I don't think so.
Wait, which one's Lloyd?
Lloyd is Jim Carrey.
Okay, so Harry is the one that had X-Lax,
Yeah, Harry was in the bathroom.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, that's my point.
Well, yeah, and actually, to your point too, Lloyd also, he had the whole thing with the, didn't he take the guy's parrot or bird and like break his, give it a dead parrot? Or
he sold the dead parrot. Well, the mobsters killed the parrot, parakeet. But so he's smart.
I agree. I agree.
I think
arguably had some good plans in place. He just not, I mean, the bar is set very low. So,
all right, Dan, you stand corrected. You stand corrected, Sean. But what's up, Rushmore? Welcome in, man. Yo, Dan, how's it going?
This is the best line. That's right.
Yeah, that is a great line. I don't know who yelled that. Who yelled that?
Who?
That might have been Lloyd.
No, that wasn't. Nobody yelled "Pretty Bird." It was the kid that goes "Pretty Bird."
No, our pets' heads are falling off. They're like screaming. He's like, "They're
Lloyd." Oh, Lloyd. Lloyd Christmas.
Lloyd. Okay.
Lloyd Christmas. All right, good pick. Got to go with that.
Yeah.
Okay, number 2 for me, I think is pretty solid. I don't know. Maybe wasn't for you. He's an amazing actor. He's actually could have shown up multiple times for me. But I'm going to go with Brick Tamland.
Yeah, that's
from Anchorman. Anchorman.
Yeah.
He's just got so many great lines from that, and like just so dumb and insanely crazy. Even the outtakes of I don't know if you've seen some of those. Are amazing. Like it's him and Chris. This is I think it's his second one. He goes, "What's your favorite frim fram?" And she goes, "Green Grom," and then they just it's completely insanity. So
that is strong. That is strong for sure.
Or when he's getting in the fight with everybody and he's running around with a grenade in his hands. Come on, that's incredible.
It's good. He has a small. I mean, wish he had a bigger role. He should have his own movie, right? I mean, Brick Tamland should have his own. I guess he's in enough of it, but
the other. I was thinking because it's similar. He's had a couple of different movies with him playing an announcer or like a cat. Like he was also in Evan Almighty. Remember that?
Yep.
He was in that too as a character.
Wasn't he the main? He was the main. Oh, well, I'm never mind. I'm thinking of the other movie where he's like the same. He's the main character in that movie.
Yeah. Right? Well, there's Evan Almighty, and then whatever the one was before that.
Bruce Almighty. He's one of the Almighties.
Yeah, you're right. But
I don't know which one he is. Is that the character's name or the?
Oh, Brick Tamlin is.
That's Steve Carell.
Steve Carell
in Anchorman. Yeah. Yeah, we're going character names. I think. I mean, we're all doing characters, right?
One of the fearsome foursome, I guess. All right. Good. All right. First two picks, I think they were both obviously pretty much,
Yeah, I can't insult you. You can't insult me. That was a strong round one. It's unusual for us.
Yeah, right. You usually go off the track. Yeah, he was Evan. I love Lamp.
Yeah.
I love Lamp. Yeah.
I love Lamp. Yeah.
Yeah. I will say I think probably a lot of our guys are going to have some very quotable.
That was chalk, Mark. I agree. Total
Get
chalk.
Out of here. Well, it was a chalk first round. I'll agree with that.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong with that.
All right, let's get to our first segment here.
Sale of the week.
All right, so obviously everyone in the chat has been here before, but we show each other our sales of the week, guess each other's selling prices. We want to get within 10% to win. Third item overall is going to be a little giveaway, a little vintage sport pack giveaway there. So I'll show you that when the time comes. But let me line up first here.
All right.
And this is I don't know exact vintage, but this is a Cazenovia Chiefs hockey jersey.
Where's Cazenovia?
Buffalo area.
Okay.
And Buffalo, it's like a junior team. It's like a kids team, really. I think under 16-year-old team.
Okay.
This came in a massive lot of jerseys I bought on Whatnot a long time ago. But the back of the jersey is Kane, number 16. Now,
that's not the Kane, is it?
Like, what's the Kane? Like Candy Cane? What are you talking about?
No, isn't there the famous hockey player?
It could be. Yeah, Patrick Kane. Actually grew up in Buffalo, played for this team, the Cazenovia Chiefs. But he also had brothers and stuff. I could never find a picture or like a number for exactly if it was Patrick Kane or not.
With him in that jersey.
Yeah. So, I mean, I sold it. I will tell you in the title. I titled it Vintage Cazenovia Chiefs, Buffalo, New York, Hockey Game Worn Jersey, Patrick Kane ?
There you go. Yeah, that's always the catch-all sort of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, honestly, if you're buying it and I would just say it is, right? Who cares?
Yeah,
Nobody's going to call you on it.
I very well could be, man. I don't know, right? I could have held it and delved a lot deeper into it and try to figure that out, but I don't think.
What was that on the right? Is that like?
It's a little like, I don't know, like a
puck
juice or something. I don't know. It's not a patch.
Is that what they call it?
It's a stain. a stain of some sort. It's used.
Okay.
And I'm not giving away that trash can, Dan. No, that's a keeper for me over there. That trash can. It's a rare trash can.
You know him in his trash cans. He is quite the fan.
Oh, I got like 6 Eagles trash cans right in the room next door. I got like 6 more in the warehouse.
There's no trash in them, mind you.
That one has a little trash, but not wet trash. It's only paper trash. I'm not gonna taint that trash can with like food products. My point.
I got you.
It's a collectible trash can.
Wet trash. We have a way with words, Mr. Janet.
We do. So there we go. Eddie, what do you think on the Cazenovia Chiefs jersey? Possibly Patrick Kane or his brother,
possibly Patrick Kane. I don't. Even if it was Patrick Kane, I don't think that this thing would have gone through the roof or anything. Maybe a little bit, but I honestly think, at least in my view, I would rather have Patrick Kane's jersey from the Blackhawks.
I must say that's gutsy, Sean, coming off of 2 weeks of a pretty pitiful Cowboy performance, I must say. But sorry, I probably riled you up with my I hate the Cowboys hat. So my apologies.
Oh, jeez.
I could take the ribbing.
All this stuff behind my scenes, I wasn't even seeing it. So that, yeah, my perspective on this, like, what would I pay for, a favorite hockey player of mine? Like, if it was a signed jersey or game used, I think it'd probably be around $200 to $250.
If it was signed, yeah.
And if it was like a big time player or something like that. So, I personally think it's going to be under 200. I'm going to go. Mark said 175. I think he's probably pretty close. I'll go 155 on this one. 155.99 to be exact.
155.99. Okay. All right. Let's let Andy know how he did.
124, 129. Yeah, we got some. That's a win, baby. It's got to be, right?
Yeah, that's the Eagles parade where guys are surfing down.
I was waiting for him to get pelted in the head by a beer can, though.
Yeah, it kept you on your toes on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's get the score, the price here.
Woo!
Yeah, you're on a streak. I don't know if you won last week. Did you win last week?
I think won one, maybe even two.
I think the week before, I think you won 2 out of 3, or 3 for 3 or something.
Right.
We had a lot of good guesses. Everyone's in the similar ballpark.
Yeah. I personally think I would rather have this, like Patrick Kane or somebody, my favorite player, his pro jersey, honestly. I guess if you're a collector or something like that, it'd be kind of cool. But
if you're a Patrick Kane like collector, then you have his first jersey ever worn, maybe something like that, a pre-rookie. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah. Or it didn't go to Buffalo, New York. I thought maybe it was going to be a Buffalo guy bought it, but maybe guy's from Buffalo for all I know.
Chicago. He played in the Blackhawks, right?
Yeah, I think it went to Maryland, I believe, actually, or somewhere in your neck of the woods.
Gotcha. All right. I like it. A good start for little old me.
old, yeah.
You're just saying old and old again. All right, here we go. We need a little like music in between. Like,
no, did you see that, Shane? He actually got somebody complained that his editing might have caused a seizure over there. That's why.
Come on.
That's why I replied to yours.
You can't let me, ask me to do some editing, and I'm not going to mess around with the app. I was messing around.
Yeah, he's got all confetti flying. He's got explosions going on. And for people in the chat who don't know, we're putting out a pack rip a day. We alternate. Andy does one, I do one every day on Rips and Brews. So that's what Andy does half the editing over there, at least for the shorts.
Yeah.
Someday the full videos as well.
We'll see. Well, yeah, but we're not putting out full video. I mean, you're doing videos. I'll still when I start making my own.
That's what I'm saying. No, you could do the full videos at some point soon.
You know how
much editing I do every weekend? Yeah. The whole Rips and Brews.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah, he's having fun with it, I'm sure. It's fun. It's a fun app. I'm sure you've probably used it, Shane, but CapCut's an awesome app.
Yeah, for those it's great. And it's like almost idiot proof, really.
Yeah.
It's evident, I mean, by the your ability to make
I'll get that. I actually when I told Andy, I'm like, Andy, it's a pretty easy app. I'll talk you through it. And then Andy put out a video without me even talking to him. So I could tell it's pretty idiot proof.
Yeah, it was
boomer proof even.
This one, but I was doing it because it was like 70s disco era. That's where all the,
Yeah, I got it.
All right, so let's go back to it.
We got a little Final Four action, 1990.
Final Four, 1990 action.
Georgia Tech, UNLV. So it's probably like Larry Johnson, maybe, and
could be
Tarkanian. Is he on that? Is it what? Maybe. Yeah.
90, I think, was probably maybe Grant Hill. Was that maybe that might have been a little?
Oh, I'm talking about UNLV, but yeah, Duke. Yeah, Grant Hill's probably there.
I don't know.
Corliss Williamson in Arkansas, maybe.
Oh, that's what I was thinking. Corliss Williamson. Georgia Tech, I'm trying to think. It could.
We do use StreamYard. We do use StreamYard, Shane, for this and for all our recordings. What's up, Trumpet Master? Thanks for coming in, man. Appreciate it. He's a good friend of Real Life Perspective Show.
Yeah.
Part of his barbecue bro reality or adventures over there.
Yeah.
This is a cool one. I've sold a lot of Final Four pennants. I've never sold this particular one. I don't know what year this was, as far as this wasn't the later year. That was a little later, right?
I don't think so. Yeah. I think Leitner's was maybe in the 80s, right? In the late with Bobby Hurley.
Was it? I don't even know. Oh, yeah, it was, because he was probably close.
Leitner, Trains and Langdon. I remember him.
So maybe it is close then. Maybe it is the shot. We gotta look that. Well, that I wish you would have given me that information so I know to guess the price properly. I'm actually looking up real fast. Not the price of the pennant.
What are you looking up?
What year the shot from Christian Leitner was?
That may have been 89 or something.
92.
No.
All right. Okay. So I want to make sure, because that would really help the value of this pennant.
Sure.
I will go $44 on this. $44. Okay. Pretty close to a couple guesses. Mark's in at $59. Shane's in at $74.99. Dan's in at $49.99. Dan nailed the shot without looking it up. He's better than me.
What?
Roman's in the house. Surprised Browns are having a tough time of it over there. So
I picked the Browns defense in my fantasy league, and they've really, really put an anchor on my team. I'm not going to lie. Well, we need to talk to him a little bit.
You're right, Dan. Yeah, it was a spectrum. Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Here we go.
Oh! Great job.
Well, I made it.
Made it.
Good. Yeah, $24.99. Their comps are. I wish it.
Oh.
To be honest, these Final Four pennants don't sell well, and there's tons of them out there. So yeah, I mean, all of the comps. This was actually higher than I put up for 24, fully thinking I was going to sell it for like 17.
Yeah.
Just not the comps up there for them.
You know, it's funny. I sort of oversell them a little bit on Etsy. I think because especially around Final Four time, I can probably price them a little higher over there because a little less competition. All
right. These were put up in March. I feel like I did do a bunch of Final Four pennants.
Those smart
March Madness, and it was smart, but they didn't sell. So.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right, Andy. So for my next one, giveaway.
This is for the big one.
We're going to give away a little 19. I think this is. Here is that. I think it's 81, 82. It's like a full stamp, sealed pack of baseball player stamps and a little. I think this is 83, like some sort of oversized Don Russ card pack.
Yeah.
So a little mystery pack. A little retro action. Andy, and I'll let you choose this. Do you want both these picks are non-sport, but do you want a vintage clothing item or do you want like a non-clothing item, non-sport, non-pennant?
What doesn't narrow it down very much, but
no.
I'm going to go with the clothing because I think I'm okay on that. Yeah.
All right. Surprise. All right.
Surprise. Yeah. I feel like I have an idea on some of this clothing now because I've been watching a lot of Mr. and Mrs. Rips, seeing what there's a lot of clothing on that,
Mrs. Flip? You mean Mrs. Flips?
Flips, sorry.
Yeah, Mrs. Rips.
You're Mr. Rips and
yeah. Mrs. Flips. Yeah, she's getting a little better over there on our price guessing game.
Yeah. She doesn't. You can tell the whole time though. She's just not into it. She's not taking notes. I can tell you that.
I'm editing out like the rolling of the eyes and like the oh man, she's like unhappy. Hurry up. She's like barely touching the thing. She's disgusted.
I do like when she's like.
Yeah, she's disgusted.
You get cooties from it. You should just put like every time just be like
yeah. Oh well, I have to get approval before I put those videos out. The last one I made, disproved. It was vetoed. I had to go back to the editing board. She didn't happy with what I did. She didn't happy. Whatever.
I feel like we've been
translate for me.
Yeah, you weren't happy. She wasn't happy. You've been focused too much on your Dumb and Dumber movies. I think
I look like I'm Anchorman reading the cue cards. This is what's going on up here.
All right,
this is a pretty cool vintage sweatshirt. I would have kept this if it was a little larger, but
it's an Eagles one then.
No,
cool. I like that.
1991 USSR USA Summit crew neck sweatshirt.
Who would have thought to do that?
I know. It's
also exactly the best. Like they don't look like either one of them.
I think George Bush got a little bit of likeness. I don't know about
He's
Gorbachev.
droopy. Gorbachev's got like, okay, I mean, at least
They had the birthmark, right?
give him the birthmark. Yeah.
Let me see the size. I think it was size large. Size
Ooh,
large,
good
which
question.
if it was an extra large, I would have kept it.
Okay. Interesting. I like it. I do like it. I think I do think this kind of stuff sells well. Dan in Demand should know this, right? He's
a clothing guy.
He's a
But
clothing
definitely
guy.
Roman. Yeah, I hope wishing all the people down the south. Was it Helena or Helene? What is the name of the hurricane?
I don't know, actually. I haven't been following as much.
Yeah, I mean they just upgraded. It's like potentially a category 4, so it's the pretty big storm. So hopefully everyone's okay there.
It's not even the wind. It's just all that flooding and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's just brutal.
Yeah.
Do not trust your guess. Okay. But yeah, I agree. I think Dan's right. I think I don't know. His face goes too far out on the right end, like on my left and his right. Does that make sense?
I mean, are we guessing the pricing here? Or are we dissecting the caricatures on this crew neck?
Both.
What are we doing?
I'm just waiting for prices to come in. I want to fill the void. Okay?
Oh, okay. No, I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Should have been critical.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like they really double chinned him. So I'm guessing this was made in America. I think they would have made
definitely made in America. Yeah.
They would have made Gorbachev a stronger jawline. He's got no jawline. Like, look at the difference. There's
That's
no
true.
jawline on Gorbachev, and look at they doubled up on Bush. He's got the strongest jawline there is, except for that little nugget.
Gorbachev looks pretty dour over there.
Oh yeah, I know. Gorbachev is amazing. Yeah, I feel like this is definitely.
Here's the guesses. So here's the guesses so far. So we have $64.99 for Mark Hoyle. Dan's in at $49.99. Sean in at $29. And by the way, Sean, do you have a live this Friday night? I didn't see if you did yet. Shane's in at $56.99.
Okay.
And anyway, while we're filling the void, I announced that we have
filling the void. That's the new
filling the void. Filling the void. We have our first pseudo sponsor over in Rips and Brews. We have someone sending us some Eagles themed alcohol spirits that we're going to be testing over on Rips and Brews. So we're excited about that. Another weekend off. All right, man. Well, yeah, we'll look forward to when we're back.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. I will say that the packaging or the labeling on the outside is are they allowed to do that? I'm a little surprised that they were. I mean, do you think they got like permission from the Eagles, or are they just going?
Yeah, I don't know. He definitely has it doesn't. It's just a green eagle on the bottle, right? I don't know if
it's pretty damn close. I would be very wary that they're allowed to do that, especially because the NFL teams are like notorious for not wanting to have their names on anything.
Well, maybe they do have permission. I don't really know the ins and outs of the trademarking, but it's very cool. I saw the bottles in a big Total Wine. I'm like, that's an awesome bottle. I don't drink much alcohol of that nature, but I'm looking forward to trying that.
Yeah, well, look for us upcoming. And did you already say this? I wasn't really listening to you. In the upcoming video, we'll do a little taste test on Rips and Brews. So that's
what I said at the beginning.
Okay,
yeah,
and we'll do some. We'll make some drinks out of it. So
yeah, we're gonna do it.
You don't have to do shots. We're not doing shots of it probably, but maybe a little taster. But
yeah, we'll do something. Yeah, cool. I can't wait. Looking forward to that.
All right, I'm going to give another 15 seconds before I make my guess.
Sure.
So anybody else, if you haven't guessed on this one, this is for the actual prize. Little card collection, little card package there.
Oh yeah, I forgot that. Yeah, we're doing this is for the giveaway for all the marbles, or at least a couple of marbles.
They're not great marbles, but they're marbles.
It's a fun, nostalgic, vintage marble.
Okay. All right. Say,
what's up, Jason? I met Jason at the Philly show. Andy was at the show with me on Saturday, but I met. I'm sorry, no, Everyday Card Collector. I'm thinking of the other Jason who was in the chat as well.
Oh.
But yeah, great YouTube channel, Everyday Card Collector.
Cool.
Jason, we're doing a giveaway. You get a little vintage, couple vintage packs here, some vintage baseball stamps, and I think it's
Just-
82 Donruss, 83
Just-
Donruss.
Just guess what the sweatshirt sold for.
Yeah, this is a
Actually, maybe
vintage.
zoom out of it though, because it just.
Yeah, it's a vintage crew neck sweatshirt for the 1991 USSR USA Moscow Summit. So that's what we're doing right now.
All right, I'll give you a few more seconds then, just for people to come in if they want to guess.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
Say 10 or 15 seconds.
And then while you're doing that, I would say we also have a sponsor of an upcoming jailbreak pack rip battle. We're a little set break sponsor too. So we're getting
That's right.
Get legit over here at
Yeah.
Vintage Sport Flips. At least I am.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Sure.
Roman's
Sure.
in at $99.
Okay. All right. So I think everybody's 45. Okay, here we go.
Jason, 45. Great.
I think everybody's way low on this. I think this is closer to $200, honestly. I'm gonna go $189.99. I just have seen some of this stuff, and this type of stuff, for some reason or another, sells really well. I mean, it's not a sweatshirt I'd be wearing around, but I just have a feeling.
I would totally wear it. I would totally wear it if it fit. A vintage large is like a modern medium. It's a little. I wear some larges, but it would be a tight squeeze. All right, let me let Andy know how he did.
He'll go, 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 go.
All right.
There we go. Back on the losing board there for Andy. So let me give you the price.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
$39.99. Which I think Roman came in. Roman knows his Gorbachev.
Oh, there you
Roman's
go.
in there.
There you go.
So that's coming to you, Roman.
Very
Thanks for
nice,
hopping in.
Roman.
Thanks for guessing.
Well done. Okay. I was a little, I mean, still, listen, for me, would I buy that ever? No, of course not. But for $89, it's high. I wouldn't buy a sweatshirt now for like a really nice sweatshirt. I don't think I would buy it for that much. Anyway.
Yeah. You chose the right topic too, because the other one's sort of a boring thing to guess too, Andy. You don't have another sales of the week, do you?
I do, but we can go on. We're good.
Okay. All right.
If we want to, we can come back to it.
I'll say my other one we could do as a later thing if we want to.
Mine's
later
not
round.
great either.
Okay. Never
Well
is.
done, Roman. Gorbachev. I don't remember that he was a coach of the Lions. Did you know that, Keith? Roman always has.
They had so many coaches.
They had so many coaches. Yeah.
Yeah.
Roman just has a wealth of knowledge that is. Some may say that he's probably making stuff up. I don't think so. I think most of his stuff is always right on.
What's up, Orlando? Thanks for joining us, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, I had to do a baseball themed losing video for Andy in your honor, Jason. And obviously we had a bunch of baseball guys in the chat here with Jason, Orlando, and Mark.
All right. Are we on to round two now?
On to round two. Let me
wrap around for me.
So the first round, I chose Harry Dunn of Dumb and Dumber. Andy chose Brick Tamlin of Anchorman. So we're doing a snake draft. This is the dumbest movie characters.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure.
Oh, you're trying to research over there? I hear
No,
typing
I just
already.
need to figure out which, because we kind of flipped this at the end. I have to figure out which one.
Several hours ago.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to go.
The owls, they're beautiful. Is that Brick Tamlin? Who's that? What is that?
I'm going to go with.
Awesome, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, we got Soda
Yeah.
City Rips back with another like on another channel. But guys, definitely, if you're into vintage packs, check out Soda City Rips. We're going to be doing a collab at some point soon here on Rips and Brews.
Okay. I'm going to go with one of the Step Brothers. I'm going to go with Brendan Huff. I'm going to go with a.k.a. Will Ferrell.
Is it Brendan or Brennan?
I think it's Brennan.
I think, okay, yeah, it's Brennan. I thought you said Brendan.
And there's a bit of a fine line between like being dumb. It's tough. I think you have to be. They're definitely dumb, right? I think.
Yeah.
100% in the movie.
You're right.
They're also under like a bit of them is also just they've never grown up type of thing too. So there's a bit of both to that. But on both sides, they're amazing, and I think most people would agree that that's one of the Step Brothers. Either one is great too. Again, the outtakes of those are absolutely hilarious. I don't know if you've seen some of those.
Yeah, absolutely.
Some of the best stuff, but
they're great. They're great with each other too. I mean, they're great. I mean, some of those scenes in that movie are.
Yeah.
And to be honest,
I'm gonna bury you. That's like what he's like.
Oh, thanks.
Touch my drums.
I had to go with the theme of the night with a little Beavis and Butthead shirt.
Yeah. Yeah, I would not be surprised if you could see more. There's a couple actors that have a tendency to do the same character.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a good one. I that's the right stepbrother to choose too, right? I mean,
yeah,
the other guy seems a little brighter. I mean, not a ton brighter, but a little bit.
Yeah, no, definitely. Well, he's not like the best. I just constantly remember the time when he's burying him and he's throwing dirt on him. He's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I'm burying you."
Yeah. All right. Next, this is a tougher choice for me. I'm between two guys, and I think for the sake of
go back to back, right?
Oh yeah, it's true. That's true. But for the sake of I mean, some of these people may have some. I mean, maybe you were alluding to it earlier, but some mental disabilities. And I'm not obviously. I don't think
we're not leaning that route.
Yeah. We're just ignoring that potential. But one of my favorite characters in any movie. And I think he's dumb, but he's also a genius at times. But I'm just focusing on the dumb for the sake of this draft. I'm going to go Alan Garner, Hangover.
Yeah. No, that's great.
These are my favorite characters of all time.
It's great. Oh yeah. Amazing. Zach Galifianakis is probably, I think, one of the funniest people on the planet.
Yeah.
His stand-up is amazing, and he's Yeah, right. He's a genius at times too, and he's on like the craft or the.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. You can see his calculations flowing in his head.
That's good pick. No, he was on my list. I forgot that I did have it. I just couldn't remember his name. But yeah. Good pick.
Yeah. Thank you. And thank you very much.
He also has a similar dress style to you. I feel like I feel like you wear similar stuff to him.
I do wear a satchel.
A man purse. Yeah.
You gotta, if you're a picker, man, you gotta have a satchel or man purse because you're gonna, I don't want to have a lot of my pockets weighed down with cash and wallets, and I gotta have it's a fanny pack, but I wear it over the shoulder like a cool. Well,
picker. I feel like you have a lot of shirts with like wolves on them too. Didn't he have that?
I do have a lot of nature shirts. Yeah. No, I like it. I respect his wardrobe.
I can see that.
Even when they went out, they're all dressed up, which I think is a violation anyway. Wearing a suit and tie when you're out at a bachelor party, you go to the casino. Come on, go casual.
Yeah,
but he was the cool one of the group.
Oh yeah, no, he was amazing. What was it? I forget the line. There are a couple lines in there, but like when they're getting ready in the room, and Ed Helms' character goes, "You are literally too stupid to live." It's a pretty classic line, and I can't remember exactly what he said, but yeah, and everything he said was idiotic. So
did the Rex Caesar live here? There we go. Yeah, Andy, you want to your segment up next?
Yeah.
All right. Stump the strap. Crotch strap.
It's funny though, but that was your nickname in high school, wasn't it? Crotch strap.
That is just not my nickname.
I wasn't expecting that.
It's still one of my favorite
parts.
I know every time.
By the way, Sean is debating my definition of a cool picker with fanny pack over the shoulder. I don't know. Any other pickers in the room? Tell me, is that a cool picker? I think it's a cool picker.
You're right. It's hard to dig out of that trench when you're digging yourself deep with a fanny pack.
Yeah, I think it's cool.
Okay, here we go.
So tell the premise of this, Andy. This is your segment.
Stump the Strap is something where I put Keith on the hot list, on the hot seat, I guess is what they call it, not the hot list. But so I'm going to give him a choice of two different categories. He's just going to know vaguely maybe what they are and not necessarily what the actual category is. And I'll explain it to him when we do that. So, and then I'm going to give him an over-under on what I think he's going to be. And if he beats my over under, then he's a winner, and if he doesn't, he's a loser. We have a secondary. If you feel like you just did not put up a good performance this week, I can give you a very quick, redemption strap too, if you want.
Okay. He's saying that's Sean was ahead of the game. He said one strap or double strap.
There you go. Great.
Yeah, I'm the strap, I guess.
All right. So I got first one is Sip Sip Hooray. And the second one is Bigger is Better.
I'll go Sip Sip Hooray.
Okay. So, so the over-under on Sip Sip Hooray is 4.5.
Oh, pretty low. It's going to be a hard one. Low.
So, and the question this week is...
Thanks, Dan. I appreciate it. Yeah, let me get off of that. They told me to turn my chat off. I would have forgot again.
Oh,
Dan's like our moderator over here. Dan's the man. In demand.
What chat? I don't even know what you're...
So I can't see the comments.
Right. Gotcha. Good. Okay, so Sip Sip Hooray. I want you to name the top 10 mixed drinks in the in the U.S. or sort of like and it's done. I can't remember exactly what it's done by.
I'm going to struggle with this one.
That's why I gave you 4.5. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be like popular beers or sodas. That's why. Okay, mixed drink.
I'm out. Yeah. Huh. No, I thought it was a good idea because you just got you got your sponsorship and everything. So
yeah,
that was it.
All right, I like it. I mean, I don't need to be easy. I like a challenge. All right, this is not going to be.
I don't know. And listen, some of these seem a little weird to me, which is why I'm giving you a little bit of a.
All right.
I don't know where they exactly compiled it. I looked it up. It was like on a drink website. So there are some good picks already in here. So.
Okay, I can't see them.
We're not on the list. So. Yeah.
Okay. Quick question. Now, for my first pick, are there like, in terms of a martini? Can I just say martini, or are there several different martinis on this list?
You have to be more specific. We don't have to be more specific, but you have to be. There could be several martinis. There could be several other drinks like that.
Okay.
I'm not saying that martini is on the list, but
I gotcha. How about a Cosmopolitan?
Cosmo is not on the list.
Oh, starting strong.
Starting strong. So
I'm gonna go. I'm going back to the Big Lebowski here. I'm going White Russian.
White Russian is not on the list.
I didn't think it would be, but it's a cool
drink.
It'd be
a rough one for you, I think.
Yeah, I'll tell you. When I would be, I haven't been to a wedding in a long time, but when I would go to weddings and when I would drink, I would either get a White Russian or a Black Russian. But if a White Russian's not there, a Black Russian's not going to be there.
Right.
Or 7 and 7. I'll go 7 and 7 still. What the heck?
So basically 7 and 7 is like whiskey and 7-Up, right?
Yeah.
It's not on the list.
Okay. I think it's like 7. All right. I'm starting roll. Okay. I think
you were onto something though with your original thought though. So why don't you go down that path a little bit?
All right. Well, I had an idea. Now you threw me off. I think I had a good one.
You got to think.
All right. How about like an apple martini?
No.
Oh, come on. I want to get one. My goal is to get one.
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah. We'll give you.
All right. How about just something strong? Go Long Island iced tea.
Correct. You got one.
Yeah, I got one.
You got one. All right. There we go.
Right. How many did I get wrong so far?
You got 4 out of 5 wrong.
Okay. So I had to basically get all. No, I get 4 right.
Not on the list.
Huh?
Dan, you can't read it, but Dan said apple martini is the worst guess.
Apple martini.
So true. Drinks an apple martini.
I don't know. I haven't ordered a mixed drink in like 5 years.
I know, but you're like, come on. Then B said, oh my God, my parents would drink 7 and 7s. Talk about all.
Oh, that's what I drank. Yeah. Black Russian.
I think the 7 and 7s were drinks when all your favorite baseball players were around.
Oh, 7 and 7's cool. It's a cool drink.
Cool. It's cool. I'm sure. All right. I gotta feel like you're floundering here.
I go I'm going to go to the classic, some of the classic ones, but.
Okay. Cool classic one. That's a good idea.
But I forgot them. I just forgot them. I know the vodka and What's
Uh,
what's
How
a
about- okay, what if you-
screwdriver? Is that vodka and orange juice? Is that what that is?
yeah, it's not on the list.
Yeah, I knew it wouldn't be.
Nobody orders screwdrivers at bars, I don't think.
Yeah, no. Yeah, this is.
Oh.
Yeah, give me. Help me out. Help me
Okay.
out.
Well, how about you? Remember what did you say? What was your first guess?
I said a Cosmo or in the Martini family.
Okay, just stop right there. Say one. Just say the one word you said.
Family.
Martini. Okay, Martini's on the list.
I said that at the beginning. You said it to be more specific.
I said there could be multiple ones on there. So you could have had an apple martini on there too, but not you. It's I didn't say so. It could be. You just can't say martini and pick up all of them. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, so that counts as one of them.
One of them, yes.
Okay.
I will tell you there is another one on the list that is a martini, but it's not apple.
It's going to be a chocolate martini.
Is that your guess?
Yeah. What the hell?
No. Oh, this is the worst question. All right, come on. Let's think more inside the box here. Let's think. All right. Let's go out to eat, right?
I got it. Yeah, that's Mexican restaurant. Yeah, a margarita. I should have margarita early on.
There you go.
Actually, I've had a margarita recently.
There you go. Margarita number one.
I let down.
Margarita's number one. Martini's number two. There is another martini number 4. You got a Long Island iced tea is number 7.
Yeah, I'm shocked. Apple martini is not on there. Isn't it apple martini?
I'm not. Okay, we can wrap this up.
Yeah, that's. I think I lost.
Unfortunately, failed this time, so I will give you the list.
Yeah.
Number 1, margarita.
Okay.
Number 2, martini, just straight martini. I guess I would have taken gin, vodka. I would have taken whatever martini you want. Number 3, Moscow Mule. Those are really popular.
Yeah, that's true.
Number 4, espresso martini. Good job, BD.
Wow.
Number 5, old fashioned. Also, good job, BD. Soda City. I think some other people said that too.
I never had that, or really, I don't know what that is.
Old fashioned is like whiskey and a little bit of, I guess there's like orange sometimes, a little bit of sugar sometimes. They have a bunch of different versions. Mojito is number 6.
Yeah.
Mojito's good. Long Island iced tea you got. So number 8 is weird. They called it a Spritz champagne, which is, I think, it's not a mimosa because that's number 9. But I think a Spritz champagne with like kind of, I don't know, they put champagne in something else and like a fruit or something, that type of thing. Okay. And then number 10 is a Bellini.
Never even heard of Bellini.
Bellini, I think, is champagne and like peach or something. I've always heard of peach Bellini, I think. Bellini. Let's see.
Yeah, I should have got. Well, I did get
margarita. Prosecco and peach puree. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, I should have got margarita without the coaching, and I should have got mojito because that's a classic. Like,
there's some great ones. Like Soda City said multiple times. Jack and Coke, rum and Coke. I don't know why those were not on the list. I would have thought they would be, but they were not on the list that I had. I think they were probably more. These are kind of more mixed drinks, and those are kind of just. I don't know. Maybe not.
I actually was going to say Jack and Coke, and that's what I was thinking of when you got me back in the martini, and I forgot to say it, but I would have been wrong anyway.
Yeah, I would have given you a second guess on that. I would have said that I kind of agree with you, but Tequila Sunrise, that's a good one. You couldn't think of anything. So apple teas.
Well, we'll see where he was mocking my apple teeny guys. I mean,
it was
way up there. Yeah, the Moscow Mule I should have got. I forgot that definitely is a popular one. Yeah, that was a good
Moscow
one.
Mules are awesome. Yeah, and actually mojitos are awesome too. I mean, margarita. Yeah, you gotta know that. You just weren't thinking. I don't think. But
which one's that?
Right, margarita.
I think our Eagle Spirit sponsor is going to pull the plug on that sponsorship after my performance.
You're trying to turn all of his like alcohol into apple teenies.
7 and 7s.
You're like, does this tequila? Can you make an apple teeny out of this? That's all I really drink.
I think I don't know if I've had an apple teeny, but it sounds delightful.
All right. Do you want to do a quick bonus round, Keith, or do you want to go to the next round, or not next round, but
we'll circle back to it. Let's circle back.
Okay,
Let's do a draft, and we'll
yeah.
I need the time to recover.
I agree with you. I'm not exactly sure.
Oh, but you didn't do the video. Let me play this.
Oh, your loser video.
You sound like a fool. No, my opinion's the only one that counts. You sound like a fool.
There you go.
There you go. Dan has spoken. I lost.
Dan has spoken.
Or Granny Dan, Granny Danny. I forget what his nickname for that.
Granny Danny. Okay, back at it.
So it's back to me, right?
You are. It's on you.
All right. But yeah, the guy I was deciding between in the last round between Alan. This comedian is one of my favorite comedians of all time. Several great, amazing roles, but most of his roles are not dumb characters. But this guy is a classic dumb character. I'm gonna go Derek Zoolander.
Oh, okay.
Derek
Nice.
Zoolander.
Yeah, that was a strong pick. I will agree with you on that one. It's a good pick. That was on my list. That was like kind of number, in that top 5 for sure.
Yeah. Just was it the Center for Kids Who Can't Read Good or what?
Center for the Kids That Can't Read Too Good or something like that.
Yeah.
How are they going to be able to get inside the? It was,
he was looking at the model.
How are they going to be able to fit inside the building?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Merman.
Yeah, that's a great movie. I haven't seen that in a long time, but
I can't read. Okay, good pick. I'll agree with that one. I thought you were going to take my next pick. This is kind of who I wanted next. Kind of your classic guy too. When you say classic, he's been in a lot of stuff too. But when you kind of said that he wasn't in always like the dumb guy, this guy always is the dumb guy, and that's Frank Drebin from Naked Gun.
Yeah, I know you're going to go there. Once you said that, isn't it Dribbin though? Isn't it Dribbin?
Dribbin, sorry.
Yeah,
I thought it was right. Yeah. I mean, so classic. Obviously, it's that character is basically been around forever. Like he was. It's always that same character, and they've done redone it multiple times. But you have to have like that good, like kind of comedic timing and all that stuff for it to actually work.
Oh yeah,
because I think you can make stupid people like that, but it has. I mean, and I don't know if you've ever seen him like do interviews outside of that or not. Like actually doing interviews when he was around, but he would do that. He was like that the entire time too. Like he was like he had a little fart machine that he would always carry around with him and stuff. He's just amazing. But yeah, I
haven't seen any of the Naked Guns in a long time either. But they were hysterical and very dry humor. I mean, they're very different style humor than a lot of the people we chose before.
Definitely,
but, yeah.
Leslie Nielsen is, I think, one of the best comedic actors. But I mean, like you see, like again, a lot of these people have come up. Like they're all tied to that same central character. I mean, and that like even the bumbling cop is kind of like a character that's been played quite a bit. So anyway,
absolutely, yeah, strong pick. And OJ was in one of them, right? Was that a different movie?
He was, yeah, he was.
Yeah, it was his sidekick.
Yep.
Maybe Naked Gun 33 1/3 or something.
2.5 or something. Yeah. That's what they had. Okay.
All right. Let's circle back to a segment here again real quick.
Find of the week.
All right. Just a quick segment. I was going to show a couple things that I found. This was actually not this weekend, but last weekend at an estate sale. And I put a pile of stuff together and I was sort of shocked when they quoted me the price because everything was priced pretty high in this place. And when they gave me the price on my pile, it was like $10. First is a little Rawlings baseball box,
okay,
1950s, but it's a official 3-eye league, and Hal Totten is a commissioner. So he was commissioner of this league in the early 50s. And the 3-eye league is, I think, Illinois, Indiana, Iowa, like a minor league system.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Pretty rare ball. It's like I have it up for like $90.
Oh,
so
nice.
Pretty rare ball. And then this is not really a sport per se, but I know
it's a sport. It's a sport.
But very cool. This is a bowling trophy by a well-known trophy company called the
It's nice that it turns like that too.
Yeah, I got to tighten that screw up. But it's by the Weedlick brothers, and they're very detailed trophies.
Yeah, it's nice.
I have the baseball one of these up for like $250 on eBay, but bowling less desirable. But I think I put it up for like $80, $90. So,
for those of you wondering why he's making jokes about bowling, unfortunately that's my best sport.
Yeah,
I would say.
Yeah, so that was definitely at his expense
by a long shot.
Long shot. But yeah, that's the only couple finds we did. We bought a ton of cards at the Philly show this past weekend, but that'll be part of a upcoming unboxing video on my channel, which we've been putting out every Monday.
Definitely.
Yeah.
It's the way we're going now. It's like we might have to go twice a week soon.
Oh yeah, I have like 3 recordings in the hopper for future Mondays. We're backloading on videos. We have to pay up for more storage on StreamYard.
All right. So
wow, let's see. Shane had a good find here. Found my find of the week at the golf course today. 13 head covers, over 400, paid 40. So this is like a lost and found.
Oh, that's so cool.
I knew Kevin, the Commonwealth Picker, talks about doing that all the time. I
didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, you got to get out there and do that.
Scotty Camerons too. Those are
the
putters are like $500 putters or more.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely.
That's the one thing I saw. I was watching a guy who was doing picking, and he does like I think exclusively golf stuff, and he's like always looking for Scotty Cameron putters. I guess it doesn't affect my golf game at all. I could be putting with a stick, and I think I'd be just as effective. So.
Yeah, I'm not mocking bowling, Rushmore. I was just mocking Andy.
He was mocking bowling.
Just directed right at Andy.
In fact, look at this. Just happen to have a bowling ball right here.
Oh, what the heck? How did you know that? How did you have that ready?
No, I didn't have it ready. I always have it in there.
Oh,
I honed my skills.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, it's a little weird.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Back around.
Back to the draft. Yep, for sure.
Okay, I think we're starting to run out of the heavy hitters, to be honest.
So here we go. Back to
you. I think there's one heavy hitter for me left. I think I know where you're going on at least one of your last 2 picks, but I'm not going to take him. But who I am going to take, one of the best comedic actors of all time, playing John Bluto Blukowski from Animal House, has to be one of the dumbest people of all time, simply because of this.
Mr. Blukowski, 0.0.
That's the best line.
Yeah. What are you playing that on your phone?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is easier to do it that way.
Yeah, I got you. I couldn't tell where it was coming from.
Pluto from Animal House. 0.0.
Don't ask why he has a bowling ball sitting there. Is that what
don't ask. It's practice. Gonna get my.
Oh, you're working your wrist strength up. Is it a wrist strength thing?
No, it's a bowling thing. Now I just have to mess around with when I'm working at home. Okay.
Oh, okay. All right. So give me a little spelling assistance here, Andy. Give me some spelling help.
John Bluto, Bluto. I think it's Blut Blutarski. So it's Blutarski.
I was going to put Blutarski. Is that all right?
Yep, that worked. I would say we maybe want to put the names of the like when you put it up on the, for.
What do you mean?
Just to like.
From the movie? What movie it is?
Animal House. Like Frank Driven, people may not know. Like Harry Dunn. Yeah. I don't think I would know who Harry Dunn is necessarily.
All right. Yeah, I got you. I'll put the movie. I'll put the movie in there. All right.
I'm surprised you haven't taken one of these, but.
All right. This is one that I've definitely a great character. Such a great character that I drafted him.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Early on in a villain episode we had earlier. I forget. That we didn't have that guest on that episode, did we? Andy? That was just me and you.
I can't remember.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go Biff Tannen, classic like buffoon villain. I mean, just some great lines over there. And he had the one line I think he'd use in like every movie. Make like a tree and get out of here. Right. He's like his big like catchphrase that he would classic character.
Yeah, that was not my favorite. Finally, so you got Soda City. I know. I knew you were going to take him. I had a feeling that you might. Just because you're a fan, but yeah. All right, good pick.
Has that guy been in anything else? Is he like I've never seen him be in other movies.
I don't know.
But to be such a star of that film and films.
Yeah. All right. Did you want to? We can go one more pick, or do you want to do?
We can do a second. We want to do a quick second round of sales of the week.
Sure.
You have another one, right? We'll just do a quick one and then just do a quick segment title there. I was going to give you to choose from that is not sports, not clothing.
Oh, so this is the one. The other one I could have picked.
Yeah, you could have picked. So what you have here, these are old. I have a ton of these, but these are print blocks, letterpress. Like people would use this in a printing press.
Yeah.
So this is the whole alphabet, but this person bought, not all of them, bought the letter MRKXH.
MRKXH?
Yeah, MRKXH. And I always try to guess what they're going to spell with that. That doesn't maybe it's just family initials or something.
You didn't come up with anything?
No. But and some people use them as stamps. They use them as decor, but that's one of my photos for my listing. So again, 5 letters, MK, whatever I said before, MKHR.
Well, this matters, Keith. I'm trying to think about which letter.
Yeah, MRKXH are the 5 letters.
All right, I'm going to go. Let's see. I mean, I'm going to go. I don't think you would individually. I think it's got to be one separate, like one price per.
It is.
I would guess that it's $44.99
per.
No, for all. Of them.
Okay, so okay, that's good. You should give me a total price.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let me let you know how you did.
Karate, I'll kick your ass.
All right, so this is what they brought individually.
Damn. Okay.
And for the total of $114.95. There we go.
All
so
right.
yeah, I love selling those things. If anybody finds them out picking, I sell them pretty frequently.
Do you have
those are more ornate.
Stockpile or?
Oh, I probably got like 500 pounds of them in the warehouse that I got. But they're sort of a pain to list because I got to list like every letter that I have 3 A's and 4 P's, and I just dread like doing it. But the ones I sell, they're from things I listed like a year and a half ago.
Oh, okay.
So I still have letters left over. Yeah.
It's good. I like it. I'll have to keep an eye out for those if I ever go out picking.
Sports ones do great, Mark. Yeah, I saw a lot of those too. But I have some early like baseball advertising ones, like early Draper and Maynard. I
think it's smart to do those to print them out too. Obviously, and this, like you said, I think they probably are used a lot more for stamps than anything else.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. If I can find the right one. That's not it. Nope. Okay. There you go.
Crystal Lake, Nottoway, Virginia.
Got the old lady on the outside, right?
Did you put Bathing
Beauty? Of course I did.
Yeah, you got to put Bathing Beauty in the title.
I know that's the one thing that Keith has stressed to me out of anything. If I didn't learn anything from Keith, always do a Bathing Beauty.
Yeah. Hey, beauty sells.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. I mean, I love I don't really know if it's not a beach. It's a lake, maybe a lake beach, right? I don't know anything about.
What's a lake?
I mean, I was thinking it's not like a beach resort, but it's probably some sort of.
Oh, is it? I think Crystal Lake, but that's up in New Jersey, though, right? Isn't that original one? Maybe I'm wrong.
Well, that's pretty cool. Then maybe that's why it's sold. It's a little bit of a.
I don't think it was this one. I think Crystal Lake was up. I actually do remember looking up Crystal Lake though. And was going to put in Friday the 13th, but I don't think it really works on this as much. But
but maybe some people still would bought it for that reason too.
Maybe.
But this kind of stuff sells well anyway. If somebody has a house in Crystal Lake,
yeah, no, you're right. I probably should have. This was pretty filled out. My wording on this one.
Yeah, you have a whole lot of extra character space on that.
Correct.
All right,
maybe I gotta mention it in the.
I'll go. I got a good sense of these. This is up my wheelhouse. But the fact you didn't want to mention it. I mean,
what do you mean I didn't want to mention it?
Like you were like, the other one is not great, and the other one sold for $24, I think.
Well, I mean, I feel like this is a one that I've done a lot of like that.
Okay. All right. So I'll
not to say the price is bad or anything. I'm not saying that. But
I got what you're saying. I'll go $34.
$34. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me just see how Keith does.
It's hard to find a win.
Yeah, it is. It is very.
I mean, look at this guy. This is bizarre stuff. Almost looks like a Rock'em Sock'em Robot. And Timber, he is cold cocked by Tony Moscow. I've fallen and I can't get up.
It's a great call.
That is a good one. You were close.
Oh,
$1 away, but still
60 cents away. Not even $1.
What did you say?
$34, right?
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, 10% of 30 is $33.
Yeah, but you're doing it wrong. Right? It's gonna be 10% of 34 is $3.40. So 34 minus 340 is,
regardless. I don't know which way we're going.
I lost anyway, but it was close. Yeah, you're right.
I think you have to be within 10% of the actual price.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, so $33. You're right, $1 off.
Jeez. Remember when I'm not lying when I say Keith is math is not Keith's strong suit.
I'm just kidding.
All right, back at it to me, right?
Yes. No, I think Biff Tannen was the last pick, right?
Is it? Oh yeah. Let's see.
Yeah, pretty sure.
Yeah. Okay.
There's two good choices left here for me.
I'm trying to think. I think I know who I want to take, but I will pick somebody else if he's taken.
All right. I got it. I mean, this is tough because I'm going to go. I mean, you won't know the last name, but I'm going to go with a gentleman named Marv Merchants. You know the name Marv Merchants?
No.
Marv from Home Alone, all the Home Alone movies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was pretty dumb. And he was like, he got it the worst too. He was like, seemed like the less evil of the two guys, but he was getting hit in the head with irons and all kind of crap.
Okay. Not bad. That's not my favorite movie. This is not my thing.
Yeah, I know. I remember the Christmas movie. I dominated with my Home Alones.
And we're going to go through a few at the end too. I think I have a couple on my list that we can definitely talk about as well. I'm going to go. This was mentioned. So does he gets really annoyed when we don't pick.
Yeah,
the clear ones. I'm sorry to disappoint you, Soda, because I know you've been pushing for White Goodman, who was great. He's a Globo Gym guy, I think. I mean, that's another Zoolander guy, right?
Yeah. He's good.
I'm going to go with and part of me, I wouldn't have taken him first because I do think his arc and like he does have some moments of like real kind of, I guess like I don't know if it's intelligence or anything like that, but he has some moments where he turns into like Superman type of thing. I'm going to go with Tommy Callahan from Tommy Boy. It's like he's got a lot of elements of being a kind of a goofball and like an underachiever too. So it's a little hard to match up exactly.
Yeah.
But like some of his stuff is, thank you, Roman. Tommy Callahan is just one of my favorites, especially like when he's like doing and I love that movie. Obviously it's one of the
best movie. Yeah, for sure.
When he's trying to sell something and and he crashes to two cars. And, oh my God.
That's a great scene. Is he lighting it on fire too? He lights the car on fire.
Fat guy in a little coat. Like there's a lot of great lines like in that. And or when he finds Richard kind of, doing his thing. Oh,
looking at the wings. Yeah.
This is so many good lines. And I see the good thing about, like, I think the epitome of, like, his dumbness and stupidness is when he backs up the car with the door open and it breaks his, like, his, like, Dodge, whatever it was.
Yeah, hits it on the gas station thing.
Yeah. And then he pushes it back in the thing, and then Richard comes back and opens the door and he goes, "What did you do?"
Yeah.
Such a great line.
I don't think he's definitely dumb, but he's not as dumb as some of the other characters, but he's like super, like, too fun loving and immature, I guess. Right. I mean, but he's definitely not the brightest guy.
That's pretty dumb. I mean, I feel like he does a lot of dumb stuff. So, like, it's hard to argue that he's not dumb.
That's true. He's definitely dumb, but yeah. I agree, Roman. It should have been.
It's one of the, I mean, out of all of that, like, era of movies, and we could put, like, Billy Madison and some of those movies along the same lines. That's my favorite. And it's by far, I think, my favorite movie from Farley, right? He's done it here, like the Beverly Hills Ninja, which I don't think it's
definitely not as good. I mean, what other one? Like, he's in the one where he's, like, traveling the Old West. What was that called?
I don't remember.
Somebody in the chat will know. He's like, what is that? I forget its name. But unfortunately, he probably would have been a lot of great movies.
Black Sheep. Is that everything?
No, that's not. That's another great one, though. That's probably
Black Sheep.
That's better than Beverly Hills Ninja. Yeah, that's definitely a lot better than Beverly Hills Ninja.
Yeah, I can't remember. I'm trying to remember that. I know I've seen it and I know I liked it, but I can't remember the something Heroes. Okay.
Yeah, that's it. Almost Heroes.
Almost Heroes. Okay.
It could be it.
Yeah, Billy Matt. I mean, he was not really a star in that, right? He was just a bus driver, right? And Billy Madison.
Yeah.
I mean, he was good. Like, obviously, he stole the scenes every time he was in it, but yeah, he was. That Veronica Vaughn is one fine. I know from experience. It's a pretty good one. So, all right. So, do you want to go through any of your other, like?
Honorable mentions here.
Yeah, I know you don't have quite as many. I still have a few more that I could have done.
The one that I was going to choose last when I was trying to decide between Marv and one of these pair of guys, I was going to go Theodore S. Logan.
Oh, okay.
Bill and Ted. I mean, they're equally dumb, but I think Ted seemed like the dumber of the two.
Yeah, I would agree. I looked at that. I didn't have it on my list. I had a couple others. I had Carl Spackler from Caddyshack.
Yep.
That was great. So Jeff, wow, I can't even say his name. Jeff Spicoli from Fast Times at Ridgemont High. I didn't love that. It's not my favorite movie. It's a good movie, but and I don't know that he was dumb. I think he was just high all the time, right? He was just a stoner, really.
I haven't seen that movie since.
It's more of a crossover.
10 years old, probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if that movie holds up. Does that movie hold up at all? If anybody's seen it recently?
Maybe a little bit. I don't think I haven't watched it in a long time either. But
yeah, what movie I watched? Oh, God.
No, I was just to say it's kind of like that high school movie that probably all the same stuff happens in high school. It's just like different music and different like pop culture stuff that they're talking about.
That was a little earlier than like all those like Pretty in Pink and that seemed like it was an earlier movie. And it was a little more raunchy, I think.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. The other movie that I actually did watch this recently because I never watched this as a kid, and I watched it in my car at work on dinner breaks over a series of like four nights on Netflix or some streaming platform. Is The Jerk with what's his character?
Naven.
Yeah. That's a great.
That's great. It was on my list. It was 100% on my list. He, I think is one of the best comedic actors of all time. Honestly. Yeah. Steve Martin is just hilarious. That's a great one for sure. The other ones, what else did I have? I had Ishmael.
Yeah, that's a good
from
one.
Kingpin.
Yeah.
But I was talking to somebody at my work about this, and he was like, is he really dumb? And I was like, yeah, he is. But he's more like just uncultured and like,
sheltered,
right? More than like dumb. But then again, he does. I mean, honestly, you could say Woody Harrelson's character is dumb in that too.
Oh yeah,
either one of them. He's like, I got up early and I milked your cow. It's like, we don't have a cow, we have a bull. It's a great line. Oh yeah. He's 100%. He's so good.
Yeah.
Listen to his old like comedic stuff too.
I didn't have it on this, but I totally blanked out. That is a good one. Forrest Gump.
Yeah. I think that does border on the line of like a little bit like, I don't know. I guess it's not. I think it's
special
totally
needs
fine.
category. Yeah,
a little bit.
Yeah.
The other guy,
I guess he's not like a dumb, funny character. A lot of our characters we chose were all dumb, even though we didn't put that in the title. They were all funny dumb.
That's a good one too, Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah,
I didn't think about that one. That's good though.
Even more than Napoleon would be his brother. I think is even dumber and funnier.
Yeah. I don't know.
They're equal.
They're both pretty dumb.
Maybe not dumber, but funnier.
Well, here's
they're
one.
They're both good.
How about Nigel Tufnell from Spinal Tap?
To be honest, I don't know if I've ever seen that.
Somebody's had to have seen Spinal Tap in the chat. That is a classic movie, and basically spawned a bunch of like all of the future kind of faux documentaries.
I gotta watch it. Yeah,
Nigel Tufnell is hilarious. He's the lead guitar player for him, and right. So I'll tell you if you remember this scene, Keith, when he's talking about his guitar amps, and he's like, these amps go to 11. So if you're playing really loud and you need a little bit extra more, you can turn them up to 11. And like the interviewer, who is Rob Reiner, I think, goes, well, why don't you just make like 1 through 10 a little louder as opposed to, and he just looks back at him and he goes, these go to 11. That's all it is. It's such a great line.
I'll have to watch it.
It is an incredible movie. It's still good. It does lose probably a little bit because I think people watching it as kids, like younger people today watching it, would be like, this doesn't really make sense to me, because I don't think they ever remembered like kind of records and albums and all this stuff. So they just kind of show up on TikTok now and stuff and whatever. But anyway,
Jennifer Connelly's great. I don't know what movie that was from. Where we're
that was from Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Oh, was she? I was thinking that was Phoebe Cates. Is it Jennifer Connelly?
I think so.
Maybe they're both in it. I don't even know.
Oh yeah, Stonehenge.
I gotta watch it again. I gotta watch it again. She's in there. I gotta check that out.
Is it Phoebe Cates?
Jennifer Connelly's in Labyrinth, isn't she? In one of those movies.
Well, who's the one that comes out of the pool? That's?
I think that's Phoebe Cates. I gotta.
Oh, okay, all right. Interesting. I didn't know that.
Maybe somebody.
I guess I get those two. He said, "Yeah, okay." Real Life and Soda, and they both said it's Phoebe Cates that's coming out of the water. Okay. God, do they look similar, or is it just me? I feel like they're the same person.
I mean, Jennifer Connelly has black hair. Phoebe Cates has like brown hair, doesn't she? I don't know. They're both very attractive, so I'm not complaining if either one's coming out of a pool.
Okay.
What else in the chat? Yeah, somebody that had a good one in the chat.
I'd argue that they're pretty similar looking.
I mean, I can't believe Cousin Eddie. We should have had Cousin Eddie in there. That was
I
didn't think of him either. And he didn't come up in any of my pre-game research here, which I'm disappointed in those websites.
Spaceballs. That's another. Yeah, I mean, listen, we only drafted 10. So, well, this is why we were talking about it. And we're like, originally we thought we were going to do movies and TV together. I'd argue that there's more TV dumb people than there are movie dumb people. Like every sitcom from the past 50 years has a dumb guy in the sitcom. Like that's what made the show.
Speaking of dumb guys or dumb people, we didn't do this segment, but we're late in the podcast. I'll end with this, but I had a super dumb buyer that was I was gonna be my troll of the week, but we didn't do the troll of the week segment. But I know Dan over at the Reseller Leftovers. So everyone check out the Reseller Leftovers podcast. Give them a sub over there. They do like the return of the week. And then I had this person buy a pennant from me on Etsy, and I shipped pretty quick. I shipped it like the next morning, and it sent me like messages. Oh, I want to cancel this order. I found it cheaper elsewhere. I'm like, it's already shipped. It's already in the way. Yeah, I can't cancel it. It's on its way. And
I love it when people think that's like you're like a Walmart or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, you get 30 days like, oh, you didn't like it and you used it? Doesn't it? Yeah, we'll take it back.
And it gets much worse. So anyway, this is like 5 messages back and forth how I couldn't cancel the order and it was already shipped. So fast forward 2 weeks later, she sends me a message. I never received it. It looks like it's coming back to you. So I go to the tracking and it looks like it was attempted delivery and it says vacant and the delivery and the tracking. Like either she shipped it stupidly to a vacant lot or her house looks vacant or she refused delivery because she didn't want it in the first place and it was coming back to me. So, and she's like, oh, it's coming back to you. So I checked the tracking and eventually it came back to my PO box. I'm like, but I told her when I get it back in hand, I'll refund you minus my shipping cost. Cause you messed this all up.
Yeah.
Minus my shipping cost. And I don't go to my PO box that often. So it was like maybe 5 days later, I went there and I'm like, and she sent me a message. You haven't refunded me yet. I'm like, I don't have it yet. I'm going tomorrow. I'll refund you. So, and she's like, well, you're lying anyway, because it wasn't at your PO box because it was delivered by USPS, not the post office. I'm like, USPS is the post office. So
it wasn't UPS, right? She didn't get that confused.
She was confused with UPS, not USPS. So at the end of the day, she was so nasty. Finally, I said, take it up with Etsy at this point. And because she was so, I'm like, I know they're going to refund her. I don't care. I was just tired of the back and forth.
Yeah, yeah.
But the happy end of the story, I'm sure she'll blast me in the feedback. I don't really care about that. But Etsy refunded her fully, including shipping, but they did it out of their pocket. I kept the money.
Yeah.
So silver lining for a troll ending. But yeah, that's I know Dan has the returns over there, but man, some of these people are just unbearable to deal with, and they're just not the brightest. That fit perfect with the podcast channel tonight.
Yeah,
the episode. Yeah,
I do. I mean, you've sold thousands of items, and I, not quite there yet. I've had a few people, but I've never really had anything that bad that's come back. It's just like been stupid on their part, or sometimes it gets shipped and they didn't get it, or they say they didn't get it, and then they contact me like a month later, like, oh, I found it. It was next, on the side of my house. I'm like, oh, all right.
I mean,
but they didn't. I don't think on those, I don't ever like refund them or anything. It's just, at least unless it comes back to me, right? I mean, if
it says delivered, I mean, I think it's out of your hands at that point, right? Exactly. If it says delivered, yeah.
And I've had a couple times that people have like refunded or something, but eBay just takes care of it. Says, don't worry, we got it or whatever. I don't know what they did, but.
Yeah. I mean, that's.
Am I like that guy in Canada? Remember, didn't I tell you about that?
I think so.
Because so he was up in Canada. So he's like, I'm not going to ship it myself. I'm going to send it through eBay's international shipping. It's like, that's the way to do it. I don't know what they're charging you. Like, it's not up to me.
Yeah.
And he's like, they're making me pay like another $50 in tariffs or something, or fees. I don't know what it was. I was like, it's not. I don't know. He's like,
yeah, it's your government, buddy.
Yeah, it's not us.
Yeah.
So he's like, I'm just gonna request a refund. I was like, that's fine. And they refunded me. I never got the pennants back, so they never shipped them back. I don't know what eBay did. I guess because it goes back to eBay, so maybe they just.
Interesting. So you kept the money. You got their money back. eBay gets the pennants.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe eBay has like, that lost and found thing. Honestly,
yeah, they probably do have some sort of like Amazon pallet like auctions. Thanks, yeah. Thanks for hanging out, Shane. Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, you had great picks tonight too. I will say.
Yeah,
even though we didn't take all of them.
The only one I didn't mention was Romy and Michelle. They were pretty.
I don't remember that.
Inventing the Post-it. That was the one going to their high school reunion. They were going to try to act like there was something special, and they said they invented the Post-it note.
Oh,
but then I think the guy who really invented the Post-it note was there too.
Okay.
You don't remember? It's like a Saturday Night Live.
I don't think I've seen that one actually.
Oh no?
No. I'm looking forward to doing the the TV one too. Honestly,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. We'll do. We're not gonna do it. Maybe do it back to back, but maybe we could do it. Like 2 weeks later or something. 2 weeks.
Yeah. Yeah. We didn't decide what we're doing next week. Back to the sports, but we'll figure that out.
We could do it, and then once we get that, we'll do like maybe a total, and we can put them all together and see who drafted the best, dumbest people across.
Yeah. Anyway. And we do dumbest people outside of television, just dumb people in general.
Dumb people seems to be a popular thing. There's a lot of people that had very strong opinions on who the dumbest people in movies are, which I like.
Yeah.
There we go. He can't help himself.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's right. Yeah, Dunkers. I think. Let me check the date. You can tell us what the date of that Rushmore is. I know I have it on my calendar, but yeah, we're going to be on the Rushmore show, doing our Rushmore of Dunkers, which is October 17th. And I'm not sure Rushmore if that's a live or if that's like a pre-recorded. I forget. I know you do some pre-recorded, some lives.
Yeah, looking forward to that.
Yeah, it'll be fun. Shaun of the Dead. Yeah, I don't know the guy's name, but the guy who turns into a zombie at the end.
Keep clicking off.
Yeah.
Was he? I guess he was dumb. Yeah. I'm trying to.
Yeah.
Think. I mean, he becomes even more dumb, right, when he turns into the zombie at the end.
Yeah. At least you can play video games with him.
Yeah. Right.
I like that. I like it.
Oh.
Oh, I do. Yeah. I do. I don't mind. We don't mind making enemies over here on Pastime Picks Podcast.
Oh, stop! We're not going to do dumbest reseller.
No, I won't do that. Yeah. All right. Well, that was a fun one. I know it'll be an entertaining draft. So, guys, check out our other channel, Rips and Brews. We have a short coming out every day where we rip a vintage pack of some sort. We alternate putting those videos out, and then we're doing a lot of card collecting videos that they're coming out Monday and Thursday, and shorts the rest of the week.
Yeah,
and,
got some heavy hitters coming up, I think.
In the rips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or not rips. Yeah. Or not rips, but in the collecting.
Oh yeah. We definitely hit some big cards at the Philly show that for the run. We've been buying enough. We've been in discussions of adding some players to the collection. I mean, expanding the collection a bit. So
yeah, I do too. Honestly, I think I was telling Keith I want to do more of those, more wrestling rips.
I think I have like 5 or 6 of them. Yeah, I got some more laying over here.
The retro ones are so cool because it's just like you remember those guys I remember them super well from back then.
Oh, and that's when I watched wrestling at that time period. I didn't watch like later on when I was in high school or beyond that. So I don't know the modern stuff, but yeah, those guys I knew. Yeah, I always loved the cage matches where they threw each other out of the whoever the last man standing. I forget the Royal Rumble. Is that what that was called?
Well, that was during cage matches, but yeah, Royal Rumble was like in the ring, and they would throw them outside of the ring.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, yeah, combining two different things.
Well, my favorite was like the mid '80s. Maybe we should do best wrestling. We haven't done that. Best wrestlers.
Yeah, we might have to have a guest for that one because there's a lot of big wrestling
for sure.
Yeah.
But I mean, like all those guys, like remember like King Kong Bundy and Big John Studd, Andre the Giant, like Junkyard Dog.
Who's like the Gorilla Monsoon? Is he the guy that would eat the corn?
No, that's George Animal Steel.
He would eat them. Okay, they look pretty similar. I feel like.
Oh, all right. We pick me. We got.
All right, there we go. I like it. You're welcome aboard there, Sean.
I feel like there's a lot of good people out there. Or not good. I mean, like good wrestlers that we could pick. So
I like it.
Yeah, we'll have to figure when to do that one.
Yeah, definitely. Absolutely. We'll see what works for his schedule, and then we'll.
We could do like to break it up so it's not like 50 years, and we can discuss this later too. But like maybe we do like old school wrestlers versus like I mean. Instead of doing like ones from now and stuff like that, I feel like I don't know.
I don't know the now stuff, so I don't know it at all.
That's
maybe Sean does. So I mean, yeah, I'm sure there's 15 old ones too. We'll talk to Sean about it. We'll get in the conversation. But thanks guys. We'll check you out next Wednesday at 8 p.m. again. We'll figure out our topic for then, and we'll until then, peace
out.